Last night on Raw before Mania 42, the ruler, Oba Femi, absolutely cooked Brock Lesnar on the mic last night. And this is the first time that we actually really seen Oba cut a promo on the main roster for real. Obviously, he cut promos with Kit Kat Wilson, but who cares about that, right? Nobody gives a damn about Kit Wilson. Shout out to Kit Wilson. He is a pretty funny dude. But we talking about the biggest match of WrestleMania 42. This should most definitely be the main event on night 2 of Mania. Brock the Beast Lesnar, the Conqueror, versus the ruler, the top of the mountaintop. You know what I'm saying? Oba Femi. This match is going to be so good, man. I can't wait to see it. And I still don't know who's going to win the match. I really don't know. You know, we can't trust Triple H to just assume that Oba Femi's going to win, right? But we do know Oba Femi did say that Triple H is one of his favorite wrestlers growing up. You know what I'm saying? He did an interview with Triple H's wife, Stephanie McMahon. And she asked him, you know, who is your favorite wrestler? He said Triple H. So maybe because Oba is a fan of Triple H, because we all know Triple H has an ego out of this world, maybe Triple H is going to put Oba Femi over. And if he beats Brock Lesnar this weekend, Oba Femi will officially be solidified as a superstar in the WWE. Do you guys see the crowd reaction when Oba comes out? Kids, adults, senior citizens is in the crowd doing the Oba walk when Oba Femi comes out, bro. When's the last time we seen something like that, man? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Oba Femi. So let's get into what happened last night. So basically, because last week Brock and Oba brawled again, they were unable to sign a contract. Triple H basically came out with Adam Pearce, and they said that Brock and Oba was going to sign the contract separately. So Brock Lesnar came out first early in the show, and then later on towards the end of the show, that's when Oba Femi came out. So Triple H came out again with Adam Pearce. Oba Femi basically signs the contract, and then immediately after Oba signed the contract, Paul the Penguin from Batman Penguin came out, and Paul says that he's never seen someone come across as a star as fast as Oba Femi. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Paul Heymon for giving Oba some credit. And listen, I'm gonna be honest, I would like to see Paul Heymon accompany Oba Femi for his career, because I want y'all to think about something, right? We've never seen, and I hate to bring race into it, but I'm just giving a honest observation. We've never seen Paul Heymon team up with a black wrestler. Do you guys notice that? He didn't team up with Bobby Lashley. He didn't team up with Omos, right? He did work with Roman Reigns, who's Samoan, but you know he's not black. He is of color, but he's not black, right? I would like to see Paul Heymon accompany Oba Femi, right? And listen, Oba Femi necessarily doesn't need Paul Heymon, because Oba Femi has shown that he can talk on the mic and he can cut promos. But at the same time, just because Paul Heymon accompanies Oba Femi, it doesn't necessarily mean that Paul Heymon would talk for Oba Femi all the time. You could have a situation where you bring a new dynamic to Paul Heymon, where Paul Heymon talks, and you know, every now and then Oba Femi will cut him off and tell him to shut up and just snatch the mic from him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Paul Heymon needs a look like that, man, because I think Paul Heyman's character has gotten very stale. You know what I'm saying? This whole thing with the Vision has been a complete disaster due to injuries, due to people just not being available. He's no longer working with Seth freaking Rollins. The only people he has right now is Braun, Logan Paul, Bronson Reed whenever he comes back, Austin, Justin Timberlake Theory, and now he's working with Gunther, right? But none of those dudes have the potential of Oba Femi. Let's just call it what it is, man. I would love to see Oba Femi beat Brock Lesnar this weekend at Mania, and I would like to see him take Paul Heymon from Brock Lesnar. I think that'll be dope. So let's continue. Let's get into it. So Paul says that Oba is the most violent person to come to the WWE since Brock Lesnar. He continues to glaze Oba and say that, you know, he's the next Brock, and explaining why he has the potential to be the next Brock. But he says on Sunday, all of that comes to an end. Paul says that Oba will be conquered by Brock Lesnar this weekend at Mania 42. And he says if Oba Femi needs to rebuild after Mania, Paul Heyman would love to work with Oba Femi and help him get back to the top. Oba says it's taking everything in him not to come out of the ring and whoop Paul Heyman's ass. Oba says that beating Brock will last forever. He refuses to ever work with Paul Heyman, and he says it's time to put an end to the beast. Oba says Brock is scared of him because he's the ruler and the mountain that you cannot conquer. Next, so that was pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Oba said everything he needed to say. And the only thing that pissed me off, guys, is the fact that Brock Lesnar didn't come out. Okay? I know they brought last week, but I don't like the fact that going into Mania, Oba Femi got the best of Brock for 2 weeks in a row, right? Was it 2 or 3 weeks? Might have been 3 weeks, right? He got the best of Brock for basically 2 or 3 weeks. Last week, they both brawled. They both got off on each other, pause. But the fact that we didn't see Brock Lesnar get the best of Oba clearly before the match this weekend, that makes me think that Brock Lesnar is going to win this match. Because usually when somebody is going to win a match, they usually get beat up most of the time before the match actually happens. That is not what happened with Brock Lesnar. And we've already heard rumors going around that Brock Lesnar has made it clear to creative that he does not want to lose until his final match at SummerSlam this year in his hometown. That's going to be his final match. And who's the man that retires everybody, guys? Who's the career killer? Gunther, right? We all know that Brock Lesnar's final opponent is going to be Gunther, 100%. The fact that Gunther doesn't have a title right now, the fact that they threw Gunther in this random ass match with Seth freaking Rollins at Mania doesn't make any sense. These two don't even have any real beef with each other. It's obvious that Gunther is going to be Brock Lesnar's final opponent at SummerSlam this year. And he's going to retire Brock Lesnar. So, I don't know, man. Like, guys, I want to ask you guys a serious question. If Oba Femi loses this match against Brock Lesnar, right? Does that hurt Oba Femi? Does that stop Oba Femi from becoming a star, right? Because essentially, if he beats Brock, that'll be Brock Lesnar passing Oba the torch, right? But you got some people out here that'll say, oh, well, you know, Oba got the best of Brock leading up to Mania. And there could be a scenario in the match where Oba Femi is dominating for a majority of the match, and then Brock ends up beating him in the later part of the match. But I think this is a match that you have to have Oba Femi win, because if he doesn't win, the narrative about Triple H not liking a certain type of wrestler, it's going to continue, bro. At that point, bro, it's not even a conspiracy theory no more, right? It'll be obvious that Triple H just doesn't book black wrestlers how they're supposed to be booked. And that's why people call Triple H Triple K. You know what I'm saying? Like, Triple H, you have an opportunity to shut everybody up this weekend. We know Trick Williams is going to beat Sami Zayn. We're not worried about that, right? They're competing for a mid-card title that nobody gives a damn about. That United States title means nothing in 2026, okay? The fact that everybody that holds the title has to do this open challenge BS, nobody gives a damn. The IC title is bigger than the US title right now. Let's talk about it, okay? But this is a match where you got the most dominant man in WWE history. There's no other wrestler that's been as dominant as Brock Lesnar. The only person you could probably say is Hulk Hogan. And I guess you could say The Rock. But if we're talking about just dominating, just beating people up, I think Brock Lesnar's number one. Okay, this guy went to the UFC, became a heavyweight champ in the UFC. Who else has done that in the WWE? Nobody. CM Punk tried to do it, and he got his ass whooped, okay? So this is a match, bruh, that you have to have Oba Femi win this match. I love the fact that we don't have to worry about any interruptions in this match. At first, before we found out that Gunther was fighting Seth, I had a bad feeling that they were going to have Gunther interrupt the match with Oba and Brock. But now that Gunther has his match against Seth freaking Rollins, there is 100% going to be a clear winner between Oba and Brock Lesnar, and it needs to be Oba. Excuse me, y'all. Drinking some coffee. So with that being said, it's your boy Days. Let me know what y'all think. Make sure y'all subscribe, thumbs up the video, click that hype button for your boy so we can get this video into the algorithm. And most importantly, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I'm out.